Epidermolysis Bullosa, or EB, which is a rare genetic skin disorder, and they're called butterfly children. That's because their skin is so sensitive and fragile, like butterfly wings, that they actually have problems getting dressed. They can't wear certain things as far as zippers or buttons or anything like that. And Lizzy's come down and brought mom and dad, Rob and Kristen. I can't imagine when Lizzy was born, did you notice anything then? When did you actually figure out that Lizzy had what is called butterfly children?
Well, I had a very healthy and normal pregnancy and actually a very normal delivery, and it wasn't until she actually was born. The only evidence of anything wrong with her, big evidence, is that she had no skin on her lower legs. Literally, it was a kind of a thin, clear membrane, and then you could see the muscle underneath, and that was it. She didn't exhibit the normal signs of EB, which are blisters and shreds on her body. So initially we thought it was just a skin issue, and it wasn't until she was transferred here to the wonderful incubator that diagnosis was confirmed to be.
So did you guys find out about this place? Did you do some research? Did your doctor suggest it? How did you land at the Phoenix Children's Hospital?
To be honest with you, when Lizzy was born and they were trying to figure out what it was, they immediately said, we're going to send her to Phoenix Children's because they have the best people. And so she came here automatically, and I came that night, walked into the NICU, and was immediately greeted by the nurses who understood generally what was going on in my world. I mean, I was devastated. And they saw me, and they kind of tried to make me feel at ease and better. And over the next 11 days that she was here, we could not have felt more comfortable, given the situation, than they made us feel.
She's a very active little girl. She runs around, she plays. But what is it on a daily basis now that you have a diagnosis, if you're taking care of it, you're bringing her to Phoenix Children's Hospital, but give us an average day for a child that will be doing something as if you just don't think about bumps or bruises because your skin will absorb it.
Well, I think to begin with, we made a conscious decision that we were going to really try to raise her as normal as possible. We weren't going to follow her for college or any of the normal child activities. She has a big sister that she looks at. Big sister gets to go like this. So we wanted to make sure that she could do as much as possible.
Thank you so much.
With that in consideration, we do deal day to day. It will fall, but we have pets at home that we have to worry about. Jump on her. Can shred her skin with her blisters. So every day we're thinking about her section.
Even bad, right? Even trying to clean, like you want to bathe your child, you want to keep your child clean. That's got to be hard as well because she's in constant pain.
Right. In the beginning, we were giving her special baths, some special medication, and when you think about it, it's kind of a remove getting into hot water. It's very, very painful because it stings. So that was devastating for us. There's nothing worse than seeing a child lost. But over time, she's become kind of used to that. Obviously, now she's the toughest person I've ever known her. She can tolerate more pain, I think most of us can.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that is absolutely amazing. Think of a 4-year-old. Picture a 4-year-old who's laughing and joking around with her sister, joking around with other people, but it looks like she has some scabs, it looks like she has some open wound. But you never know that she's in pain, but she is in constant pain.
That's right. And as Kristen said, she's the toughest person I've ever met. Forget age, forget me or adults. It's just the toughest person. She wants to play. She wants to do everything that Katie, her big sister, does. She wants to play with her friends at school, and she tries to do that, but she also knows that when she does that, there's a pretty good chance that something is going to hurt, whether she bumps into another person or gets hit by a ball or grabs on even wrong to a bar or something like that. If a swing catches her wrong while she's going back and forth, she's going to get a blister. And I think she knows that at this point, but she just wants to be as good as possible and goes out every day and has fun.
We're talking to the Hendrickson family, whose little daughter, Lizzy. She's 4 years old. She has an extremely rare 5 in 1 million live births are diagnosed with what is called EB, or butterfly children, because their skin is so fragile, like butterfly wings. She has an older sister named Katie, and Katie, do you boss your sister around a lot? No, not at all. When people or your friends come up to you and say, hey, what's going on with your sister, what do you tell them? Is she pretty good as a sister though? Do you like her as a sister? Yes, of course. You know, Katie just brought something to my attention, and I think about it. How do you interact with your child? Because we know children love to be hugged and touched and caressed and held, you know, maybe going to bed at night or read and break lunch. How do you handle that as parents, knowing that every touch can be yes?
Well, you know, there's several different stages of this. Year one,
John?
he has the severe depression. However, the more severe forms pretty much any touch, anywhere can really severe damage. And those children also get internal damage too, where they eat. So with her, we're not as that cautious with her, but again, we stress that she has at least severe disease.
So Dad, if you were, you know, we've got a ton of people listening now, right here in the Valley, we've got a ton of people all over the country, online, worldwide. What would you say about PCH? What would you say about donating to PCH right now?
Well, in our circumstance, there is a special EB clinic here, and it's one of only 4 in the entire country. That was able to open because of donations from the public. So for us and for any other EB families around, it has been absolutely vital to be able to have an EB clinic here. So the donations that come in absolutely have affected our lives 100%. Lizzy being able to stay at home and not have to go to California or Texas or Colorado to go to an EB clinic has allowed her to live a more normal life than most of the EB kids are able to. And that's because of the donations that have come in on the telethon and other times.
In other words, it's about community. And because you live in this community and we've invested in PCH as a community, Lizzy can have more of a normal life and you guys don't have to travel so much. I know Lizzy's kind of shy, but I'm going to see if she can say hi. Can you say hi? That's Lizzy, everybody. Lizzy Hendrickson. Yay, Lizzy! I mean, that's why you donate. If you are inspired by Lizzy, and I don't know how you can't be, call right now, 602-933-4566.